Okay, we're going to cook my creamy chicken and mushroom pasta bake. So first off, we need to get the pasta on. So just pop your pasta straight into the boiling water and just give it a little stir. And that will be cooking away in the background. We don't need to do anything to that. And next we need to get the mushrooms on. So we need a good glug of oil, so probably about 2 or 3 tablespoons of oil, and give it a swirl around the pan. Get it nice and hot, hopefully, and then in with the mushrooms. And we'll just give these a little stir around, and then we're going to go and season the chicken. Okay, so we can go and season the chicken now. Right, so you just need a good pinch of salt and pepper. And then we're going to take this over and get it into the spare pan. A lot of pans on this one. But hopefully, if you've read the instructions and have it all out, you should be fine. Right, so we can take this over. And then we need some more oil in the pan. And just give it a swirl around. And then straight in with the chicken. And just give it a little stir around to stop it sticking. Just keep moving the chicken around in the pan. We just really want to seal it at this stage because it's all going to get cooked in the oven. Not too difficult at all. Now just give your mushrooms a good stir now, just moving them around. And we're going to give them a pinch of salt and pepper. So give your mushrooms a good pinch of salt and pepper. And this is a nice, quick and easy one. All you have to do is do a few things at once, but none of it's difficult. And keep stirring both the chicken and the mushrooms, just looking after them, checking that nothing's sticking. Okay, you can turn the heat off the chicken now, and you can take that over to the work surface just to rest in the pan. I'm just going to add in the garlic now. And we're adding the garlic now just so that it'll only take 30 seconds just to cook through and just so it won't burn. If we added it at the start, it would be burnt by now. So hopefully your mushrooms are getting nice colour on them now. That's exactly what we want. Okay, you can turn the heat off the mushrooms now. And get your plate, and we're going to take half of the mushrooms out and pop them on a plate. Right. And you don't need to measure this at all, just roughly half the mushrooms. Is that about half? Yeah, that'll do. And now we just need to add in some stock. So just about 100 millilitres of stock at this stage. Back into the pan with the mushrooms. Oh, and it's quiet again. I don't need to shout anymore. So all we're doing now is just stirring it gently, and what the stock will be doing is it will be effectively deglazing the pan. So all the cooked bits of mushroom from the pan, all the flavours are going to get absorbed into it. And we can take your pan over to your work surface, and we're going to blend them up. So if hopefully you've got your smaller pan ready and waiting, which I don't. So if you can take the mushrooms over to the work surface. Right. So all we need to do now is pour these mushrooms into the pan. And we're going to blend these. It's amazing to think, when you saw the amount of mushrooms we had at the start, just how much it reduces down, so you're left with just beautifully concentrated mushrooms. And get rid of the pan now. And now, using your hand blender, if you haven't got one of these little things, you can pop it in your food processor, so it'll probably take a little bit longer, so it's probably a good idea to pause it and pop it in your food processor. But if you've got one of these, you can just give it a whiz, and you just want to be sort of blending it together, because then that's going to form the basis of a sauce. So almost like a mushroom soup, really. So we're going to go. Okay, hopefully you've stopped now as well, and you've got this thick, doesn't look very nice at this stage, mushroomy paste. Like this. So all we need to do now is add in the single cream. So it's about 100 millilitres of single cream. And then just stir that into your mushroom paste. See, so hopefully it will be looking something like this. Nice and runny. You'll still have bits in it, but that's absolutely fine. And it'll all thicken up in the oven anyway. Right, so we can go and drain your pasta now, and put the pasta back into the pan and bring it over to your work surface. Okay, you've got your pasta back in your pan, you've got your chicken that's just been sealed, you've got your chopped parsley. Now it's just a case of adding everything together. So first off, we're just going to pour the sauce in with the pasta. Normally you do it the other way around and add the pasta to the sauce, but we wouldn't have been able to blend it if it was in too big a pan. And then the chicken. And don't worry that it's still pink. It obviously is not cooked yet, but that'll all get finished off in the oven absolutely perfectly. And we can get rid of that pan. Hopefully someone else will be doing the washing up. And add in your chopped parsley. And then all that's left to do is give everything a stir together. Oh, I almost forgot about the mushrooms, the other half of the mushrooms. There we go, we can add those in as well. Hopefully you would have been shouting at me to do that. And by blending half of them and leaving half of them, what you'll have is, obviously when it's all cooked, you'll be able to have some mushrooms that'll have a little bit of bite to the dish, but you're not losing any of the flavour because we blended the rest. So once you've stirred it all, just take your oven dish and then just pour it in. And then all you need to do is pop that in the oven for 20 minutes, and when you come back, we'll be ready to serve. Okay, it's been 20 minutes. I've just taken this out of the oven. Hopefully yours is looking something like this. It's firmed up nicely like a pasta bake should. Got nice crispy bits of pasta, all yummy, ready to divide up between a couple of plates. Well, I hope you enjoy it.